Hey, my people. My name is Uche Ezonim. I'm from New Jersey here in the United States. And I'm here today to welcome Dr. Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes. New York City is so great that the witches and wizards of New York City are complaining about this President Biden's newly found love of shooting down everything, flying up in the sky. How dare you, Biden? How dare you? Watch them out.
But make no mistake. If any object presents a threat to the safety and security of the American people, I will take it down.
This indiscriminate shooting is putting at risk the lives of African witches and wizards, returning from overnight assignments in faraway places. Do you guys think about this? You know, talking of witches in Nigeria, since his recent this recent shooting happening, you know, the very people we suspected were witches and wizards have essentially come out to complain bitterly. Take a look.
Do not feel stampeded to deposit your old notes into the banks. Hold on to them. Continue to use them as legal tender as ordered by the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
Yes. He was mad. Mad as hell. Unbelievable. The other wizard next to him, Governor ElRufai, is the one up in Kano. Yes, the one hiding money in his Sokoto. Yes, yeah, that one. He's also as mad as hell. Listen to him.
Akazo aka yi haɗin gwiwa ya ci zaɓe, ya shekara 4 ya sake cin zaɓe, yanzu zai fita ba abin da ake yi illa jam'iyyar ta zaɓe shi ya lalata ta.
He said that Buhari has achieved nothing in 8 years and is destroying what remains of APC. And then there is this one, Festus Keyamo. Watch.
To comply strictly with the terms of the order of the Supreme Court.
And which is?
All the notes should circulate for now. All the notes. All the old notes circulate side by side with the new note for now.
It's so crazy out there that normal people are even losing their minds. Normal people like this one.
And I think it's regrettable that was the course that was taken. I'm always the first to admit when things are not done in the right way. But the most important thing, like I pointed out to them, was that the intention was very clear.
Yeah. Oh, we're finished. On our show today, we try to predict what will happen in the next few days, very few days before the election. And by some luck, we will also see what may happen if our favorite candidates for president do not win. Oh yes. But from what we hear, some candidates in this upcoming election have started peeing in their pants already. Take a look.
We can help and do better.
Yes. Exactly.
It's one voice, it's a minority voice. So that's what I'm concerned about. And even if it's 10 minutes, let's go out. You see, we have to intimidate. See, this is a group. This is another.
Oshomole. Yes. Now, as people without cash protested on the streets of Nigeria, many of them, the president jumped into his plane and flew to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, for an extraordinary, he doesn't travel for minor things, extraordinary African Union conference. So, just in case everything turns out well, still do me a favor by singing for old time's sake the song of witches and wizards searching for their way home.
Groshi is a glory. Angoli, I wanna give us. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, the one in man. You are to our Lord.
We'll be right back. Let me start with the good news. Good news. Whatever happens in this election, I hope you all must agree that our incoming president has not just entertained us throughout this campaign. He has also brought about innovations in the lives of Nigerians. I'm not just talking about a town hall, different.
A town hall, different from Bulaba.
No. I'm talking about something that nobody anywhere in the world had ever thought about, which is what new way we should show respect to the flag of our country when we hear the national anthem. What new ways? See, 200 years from now, when all of you are dead, children in schools across Odua country, is it Odu or Oduduwa country? The moment they hear the national anthem, they will salute the Oduduwa flag. No, not like salute like this. No, that's old. They will hold their sticks like this. You know, I tell you, if this man fails to be president, it will be a great loss for the nation of the Indomie generation transitioning to the skit generation. Hey, Sasha, tweet that out. Say what you like about him, but Bola Tinubu delivered in this campaign. His greatest hits will keep playing on a radio near you long after we have counted the last votes in this election. And Governor ElRufai has grown twice as tall long after that. What? I was told that growing twice as tall is the man's reason for fighting. Not any nonsense about 20 billion naira in an underground bunker. No, Shubo. The man wants to grow twice as tall. We'll be right back. Folks, did you watch Buhari's enthusiastic endorsement of Bola Tinubu the other day? Did you watch? It is over. I tell you, it's over. He was so loud and clear that even stones picked up their PVCs and said, if you all will not vote for Tinubu, that the stones will vote. Watch.
I am calling on all of you to vote as well as you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is reliable and I trust he will build on our achievements.
Yeah. Why is Buhari even trying? You know what I mean? Why? I know he wants to be polite, but there are situations where a low profile is as bad as a no profile. Sasha! Tweet that out. Anyway, our incoming president, Mr. Bola Tinubu, does not care. At this point, he has activated the mode called whatever it takes. Shobo, go to break the bank, whatever it takes. Nonsense. Every bad situation comes with a silver lining. Hey, this is something that a smart man said. The lack of Naira notes has led to numerous developmental strides in the last few days. For example, people who hawk agege bread on the streets of Nigeria are now accepting online payments. Yes. Keke drivers are accepting online payments too. So our masquerades, yes, even our ancestors are going cashless. I tell you, if our ancestors are buying into Godwin Emefiele's CBN's cashless policy, who are we to refuse? Well, one Nigerian billionaire has done something many of us did not think about. That Naira notes are difficult to get does not mean that dollars are also difficult to get. Did you think about that? So it follows that Atoeze, the one who guaranteed Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State that he will be the first Igbo president of Nigeria, showed us that there are levels to these things we're talking about. You know what I mean? Take a look. Yeah. Those are $100 bills. That is 70,000 Naira each. I'm sure that Governor ElRufai will be gnashing his teeth now, gnashing his teeth wherever he is, wondering why he did not change his money into dollars long ago. He wouldn't be this mad over all these things. He wouldn't be mad.
It is now clear that the president has been deceived by the Central Bank of Nigeria and some elements in his government into buying into this overarching narrative in the name of ensuring free and fair elections in 2023.
This Buhari self, he's the luckiest man in Nigeria. Have you noticed that nobody ever blames him for anything? I'm sure that if Aisha finds him in the other room with that minister, what's her name? The one that shares money to market women. Anyway, if Aisha finds Buhari in the other room with that woman, Aisha will blame the other woman for deceiving Buhari. Hey, yeah. Now, that is the kind of man New Yorkers call lucky bastard. The best state any man can be is in the state of lucky bastard. Sasha! Tweet it out. Are you a lucky bastard? You have to try to be one, like Buhari. Nobody will blame you for anything. Nobody. That's where I want to be. You know what I mean? We'll be right back. So, before we continue, I must express my sympathy for the hardworking Nigerian Supreme Court justices. Yes! Do you know how embarrassed they feel now? They ruled that a man who did not run in a primary election won the Senate seat. Innovative judgment. Something new every time. Only for them to be embarrassed by a man who did not have WAEC. You know, the justices were surprised that Buhari refused to obey their ruling on the new Naira policy by the CBN. You know, they were not alone. Festus Keyamo, senior advocate of Nigeria, also was surprised. Take a look.
And by virtue of our constitution, all authorities in Nigeria, all, must obey the orders of the Supreme Court. Anything to the contrary is a descent to anarchy.
But that is not the matter that has left them scratching their heads. No. And it wasn't when their media people attacked Professor Farouk Barogi over his opinion article on their recent judgments they delivered. You know? Yeah. Barogi's clapback pushed the Supreme Court justices into the gutters. Yes. Professor Farouk Barogi splashed more poto on their already dirty robes. Now, the most embarrassing thing the Supreme Court justices are dealing with now, according to yeyenews.com, is that their dry cleaning and their transportation money, donation, a kind of, people may not know this, a GoFundMe type kind of thing that they recently got from the likes of Senate President Lawan and the governors of some northern states, whose cases the Supreme Court delivered as planned. We're all in 500 and 1,000 Naira notes. Yes. Unbelievable. How could they make that mistake? If only they knew. They would have demanded that the money be paid in dollars. Now imagine the Supreme Court justices walking into the central bank, carrying to deposit their money, carrying Ghana must go bags to deposit their 500 and 1,000 Naira. Imagine that. How horrible it would be. What? We have already had the tape. They've gone. We have the tape. Show them the tape. Are they? No, they are not the Supreme Court justices, are they? Do you know them? Africans, who did this to us? Who did this to us? The greatest insult you can give to the president of any country is to put your legs in the same trouser as the president. That's the greatest insult. But that was what ElRufai of Kaduna State did the other day. Watch.
In line with Section 20, subsection 3 of the CBN Act 2007, all existing old 1,000 Naira and 500 Naira notes remain redeemable at CBN and designated points.
Yeah. Now, that was the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria speaking. Yes, that was Buhari speaking. During that speech, the president shitted on the Supreme Court justices and their judgment. Then he moved on to Addis Ababa to attend the African Union extraordinary meeting. Even before the president's plan took off, Governor ElRufai of Kaduna State made his own speech. I know, they were not a fear. Take a look.
Do not feel stampeded to deposit your old notes into the banks. Hold on to them. Continue to use them as legal tender as ordered by the Supreme Court of Nigeria.
Governor ElRufai essentially told the citizens of his state to ignore President Muhammadu Buhari. I'm like, damn! Because I can read ElRufai's mind. He was saying to the citizens of his state that the president is old, his mind is shaky, going from this to this, like this.
It's doing like this. It's doing like this. It's blinking, shaking, blinking, shaking.
Aha! That was what he told the citizens of his state. I tell you, ElRufai lost his mind this time. Totally. The man who warned that Fulanis never forget went where no Fulani has ever gone to. Yes, that is to cross another Fulani, all because of money that a semi-infidel shared. Yeah, Sasha, who wrote this crap? who wrote this crap? Anyway, sounds good. Come on, tweet it out. Anyway, our ancestors said that when a tiny Nza bird is dancing on the street, some spirits are in the bush beating the drum for the tiny thing. Nza. Who is beating the drum for ElRufai? Who is beating the drum for ElRufai? Nobody noticed, but a few moments last week, the governor of Kaduna State became effectively the governor of the North. Something that it was treason for ElRufai to speak after Buhari had spoken. Others think that it wasn't that he spoke that was the problem, but that he spoke and his voice was louder than that of Buhari. In the South, Governor Wike became the governor of the old Eastern region. Oh yes, watch.
Mention anybody in PDP that was more relevant than me.
Even your presidential candidates.
Who is more relevant? Are they not looking for me? If I'm not relevant, why are you looking for me?
In our eyes, ElRufai inspired the North to defy Buhari, while Oshomole inspired Bini people and boys all the way to Jota in Lagos to destroy their banks. I tell you. By the time these people, by the time they get into Aso Rock, with an incoming president that dances to his own music and hears voices that will tell him to raise his hand and his walking stick over his head, Nigeria will lose what remains of the country's heads and tails. I hope that when that happens, you remember that I asked you here, Africans, who did this to us? Yes, they are not yet there, and things are like this. Just imagine what will happen when they get in there. Kafune fune diotua. Fune. Ogadiaga. So people have been writing me saying that it's been a while since you spoke about Peter Obi's campaign. How could that be? Being that he is the candidate that other candidates are attacking all the time, we are indirectly talking about him. For instance, last week, the communication director of Tinubus campaign, Bayo Onanuga, came out with a fake story about P2B and land allocation. When people showed Onanuga documents proving him wrong, Bayo quickly deleted the tweet. Now, Obi's opponents also shared a fake letter that said that P2B donated 2 billion naira to the Christian Association of Nigeria. Yeah. Obi, no, they give shishi. Anyway, when the man they said made the allegation came out to say it was false, that he never met Obi anywhere, the opponents went home in shame. How many times have I told you that Bola Tinubu is a good man? But to tell you how desperate the Tinubu team is, his media man, Bayo Onanuga, saw a video titled P2B Exposed. Without watching the video, he tweeted it out, thinking that it exposed bad things that P2B did. Look at the tweet. Unbelievable. His followers quickly saw that they are fooled, they are bio. They asked him to delete the tweet. Delete the tweet! Delete! You are making us look bad. Delete! And Bayo, you know, Bayo. He quickly deleted the tweet. Unbelievable. They are desperate. They are looking for whatever they can hold. I tell you, Tinubu is a good man. But the people around him, I don't know about them. You know, the other day, Dele Alake, another of Bola Tinubu's media people, tried this trick on Nigerians. Unbelievable. He came out to say that someone doctored Bola Tinubu's greatest quote. Can you imagine that? This campaign, his greatest quote. Watch.
A town hall different from Bala Blue. Bulaba.
Hey. And here is Dele Alake defending that quote. Watch.
Bola Tinubu was famously, shown to say the Bala Bulu.
No,
that's something I can't
again,
understand.
Is there no other way to say that?
No. But if he sleeps, it's okay.
True. It's not true. What is true then? It was doctored.
It was
doctored.
Now, the last time Nigerians were told that something that we all saw with our own eyes was doctored was when Governor Ganduje of Kano State collected bribes from a contractor in dollars and in our own eyes placed the money inside his shokoto. We saw it. Take a look. Yes. What did President Muhammadu Buhari say when he was reminded that he should do something about that corruption, that crime? What did Buhari say? Listen to Buhari.
I have seen the clip. I don't know how much technology was used.
Yes. If only Buhari knew then that the same man that he saved his behind would turn around months after to accuse him of sabotaging democracy. If only Buhari knew that once he said that a video was doctored, others will use the same reason to deny the obvious. If only Buhari knew. Now I understand why Bola Tinubu's wife had to beg Kashim Shettima's wife for 2 million naira. Look at the headline. According to Remi Tinubu, her husband is not as rich as people think. Yes. And on Saturday, we will find out if her husband is as politically savvy as people think. It's coming on Saturday. There will be no more guesswork. On Saturday, we'll find out. Shobo? Hey, it's going down. Africans, who did this to us? Who did this to us? You Dr. Damages, I hereby sentence you. No, my patients will die. Who will take care of my patients? You Dr. Damages, I hereby sentence you to 12 months in prison with hard labor for neglecting your family and especially your father who did everything to get you where you are today. No.
Daddy, wake up. What's wrong?
I had a terrible nightmare. A judge sentenced me to prison for neglecting grandpa.
Did you not give him the food items?
I'm a busy doctor.
In that case,
if I catch you,
Daddy, it's very easy. Go to helpmewaka.com, choose any food item anywhere in Nigeria or Ghana. Gari, chicken, rice, yam, anything you want.
I will do just that.
You better, because next time it'll be your village people that come for you.
I cover myself with the blood of Jesus.
See, Negodu.
Yeah. It's Black History Month in America. In honor of that, here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, The Urgency of Now by Martin Luther King Jr. And it says, I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound by the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daylight of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Yes. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose. So I beg you, don't die in their war. That is what Dele Farotimi said. Don't die in their war. This election, take it easy. You know what I mean? Take it easy. There will be Nigeria after the election. We will all be here. We will all be here and we will all be talking and we will all be singing. Mene, glory in the glory. Hey, by the way, we found the woman. Yes, we found the star. And she has a new song. We will deliver that next week. Take a look at a little bit of that.
We are very too good. We are very too nice. We very too good. Oh, nice.
Yes. See you.